This is the lesson on comparing and ordering integers. Whole numbers are your counting numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 80, all the way to infinity. Integers are the set of whole numbers and their opposites. So instead of +1, we are going to be dealing with -1, -2, -3. Those are integers, and including the whole numbers. Okay, so what are some words that you may think of whenever you hear positive integers? You're going to fill this in on the circle map that is on the second page of your notes. Positive numbers, what do you think of? I think of plus, to the right of the number line. What else? Whole numbers, positive, would go up, or an example would be like 24. What other positive words, positive integers, what else do you think of? Is that pretty good? Okay, now let's think of negative integers. What do you think of when you hear the word negative? I think of less than, going to the left of the number line, going down, what else, what else, what else? What's something opposite from the positive? So minus, and an example would be like -24, okay? So we're going to be comparing and ordering integers today. Remember these signs from 6th and elementary school. When the caret is pointing to the left, that is read as less than. When it's pointing to the right, it is read as greater than. Remember, we read this as less than, and pointing to the right is greater than. So we're going to see if -5 is less than, greater than, or equal to +3. The easy way to do this is to plot this on the number line. So -5 is here, and +3 is here. Since -5 is more to the left of the number line, we know that -5 is less than +3. Remember the alligator from elementary school? It always wants to eat the bigger amount. So -5 is less than +3. This one, let's plot these points, -4 and -2. -4 is here on the number line. -2 is here. So since -4 is more to the left, we're going to have -4 is less than -2. One more. Oh. It says, which number is always greater? Just from those examples that we did. The number that is farther to the right is always going to be greater. What patterns do we see? As the numbers move to the right, they increase in value, and as they move to the left, they decrease in value. So those could go on your circle graph also. Increase would go on positive, decrease would go on negative. Okay, so now let's go to the next slide. We are going to put these numbers in order from least to greatest. Let's plot them on the number line first. We're just going to put a dot wherever we see this number. So -1 goes here, 5, -7, +2, 0, 6, and -3. Then you're just going to put them in order in the order that it comes on the number line. So we have -7, then -3, -1, 0, 2, 5, and 6. These numbers are now in order from least to greatest. You guys try this one on your own. Pause it and put it in order. Okay, so when you plot, you have -8, 0, -5, -10, 3, and -12 would be over here. So in order, it would be -12, -10, 8, -5, 0, and +3. Good job. This one says greatest to least. Make sure you pay attention. So we're still going to plot the points where they are on the number line. Then we have to make sure that it goes from biggest to littlest. So we're going to look from right to left for this one when we're putting them in order. So in order from greatest to least would be 7, 2, 0, -3, -4, then -6. We are going to read these sentences now. -3 is greater than, less than, or equal to -33. Well, -32 is farther to the right on the number line, so -32 is greater than -33. Try the next 3 on your own and then check. Okay. 0 is greater than, less than, or equal to -5. 0 is greater than -5. I would rather have no money than to owe somebody $5. Next one, -13 is greater than, less than, or equal to +12. -13 is less than +12. Last one, -2 is greater than, less than, or equal to -1. Since -2 is farther to the left on the number line, it's going to be less than -1. -2 is less than -1. Okay, you can now stop the video, replay anything that you may need. You can go back to the circle graphs if you need to fill some more answers in there. And then do your homework, which is Pizzazz E55 and E56. Look for keywords on your homework to figure out what you are supposed to do, okay? If you have any questions, you can ask the teacher.